everyone, I'm Julia, and today we're going to make a birdhouse out of a milk carton. This is something that I've made since I was a child. It's been a while since I've made one, but these are really easy to make. You just need a 1/2 gallon milk jug, a stick big enough to go through your milk jug and thick enough to hold the weight of a bird or two, some twine or string, one piece a little bit longer. I'd say that's about 1.5 feet, and another piece that's probably about 8 inches long. You want a pencil, a ruler, and a box cutter or X-Acto blade. You can also use scissors if you want. Might be a little bit more dangerous. Alright, let's go on ahead and get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to rinse out and wash out your milk jug. This is really more important than you may think. You don't want to leave a stinky bird house for the birds. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use your ruler and measure about 4 inches from the bottom all the way around, straight across, which I've already done. That's what your pencil is for. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut straight across, horizontally, all the way around your milk jug. You're going to be cutting it in half. So let's get started on that. Be very careful. All right, piece of cake. Okay, so then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the top part, slide it over the bottom part. This may take a little bit of squeezing, but it can be done. Bingo! Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out a door for the birds. Now there are two kinds of doors you can make. You can make a circular door. I personally think that those are a little bit harder to make. So what I like to make is a little, kind of like a doggy door for them. But instead of just having it swing back and forth, we're going to prop it up with our short piece of string so that it makes a little rain shelter for them, a little awning. So how I did it with this one is I measured in about 1 inch on either side, and I measured down from this top here about 2 inches. So that'll make, I think that's about the right size for some birds at least anyway. So let's go on ahead and get started on that. And it can be a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, but you want to make sure that you have room at the bottom because we're going to put the stick there. Let's get going. Be careful again. Be careful especially because now you have 2 layers to cut through. This may take a couple of tries. There goes the top layer. Now we're going to do the bottom layer. This one's going to be trickier. All right. Now that that's all done, look, we've got a little door for the birds to get in. All right, so then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make an X here and an X about in the same area on the other side. And this is gonna be for where the stick goes. If you wanna mark it with a pencil first so that you know that it's about the same area on either side, then go for it. And make sure, once again, that it's going through both layers. I don't think mine did. Okay, let's try putting our stick through. Start this side. Perfect, it worked. All right, there we go. And now we're gonna make a very small hole at the end of this. We're gonna make a small hole on either side of this, at the very top. And you don't have to use an X-Acto blade or box cutter for this, but this is what I happen to have on hand. Once again, be very careful. And it does not need to be big or look perfect. And you might have to come at it from both sides. Make sure that it's punctured all the way through. All right, we're almost done. So now we're going to, we need one more hole, I just remembered. Let's put it right here. Oops. Okay, great. Now, sometimes your string or your twine will be a little bit stubborn, so you might want to put a little bit of tape on either end. I'm going to test this out first. Let's see how it does. And you're going to take your smaller piece and you're going to thread it through the hole on the door flap. And then you're going to thread it through the first hole on the top. I might need some tape. I'm going to have to make my hole a little bit bigger, I think. Aha, I got it. All right, so now we're just gonna tie these together, tie the ends off. Like so. Doesn't have to look super fancy unless you want it to. And then we're just gonna tie this so that the door stays up just a little bit. There. Now they've got a little bit of shelter from the rain when they're coming home. All right. Last but not least, we are going to make the loop to hang this, to hang our birdhouse. So there are a couple of things you have to take into consideration. One, you don't want to make this piece too long, otherwise the house is going to be swaying in the wind. And another thing is, sometimes you can loop it over, tie one side, loop it over, tie it on the other side. Or if you did want to make it long, you could make it really, really long and then loop the birdhouse all the way through. Or you don't even have to do that. You can just make it really, really tiny and hang it up on a nail on your porch somewhere. But this is the length that I have today, and of course, since you're making it yourself, you can always adjust it later if you want to. If you get done with it and you decide, you know what, this needs to be a little bit longer, then you can, hopefully you've allotted enough and you can undo the knot and pull it out again, or vice versa. So let's see here. right, just a simple square knot will do. Now for finishing touches, you can always paint your birdhouses, but this kind of material doesn't really hold on to paint very well. So if you do want to decorate it with markers or paint or something like that, I recommend you cover it with masking tape first, and then you can take markers or watercolor paints and just paint it and decorate it and make it as pretty as you want. Other than that, we are all done. It's all set, and I'm gonna go on ahead and stick it out on my porch and see what happens. All right, well, I hope that we have some new birds moving in soon. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a lot of fun making your own birdhouses, and we'll see you next time.